Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So in the last class, we ended our discussion with a short discussion on closed surface, right? And I gave you a little bit of idea that what is an open surface and what is a closed surface, right? So today we will take the discussion a little bit further. Notice that if I have a box like this, which you call a cuboid, a box, okay? My question to you, whether I can call this a closed surface or not? Should I be able to call this a closed surface? Huh?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Why? What is the logic behind it that I should be able to call this a closed surface? Why?
Because it is a room and a situation wherever we want to go, we
ঘুরে
can
আবার
go and
এটার উপরে
access
আসতে পারবো।
হ্যাঁ, লামিয়া কি
ঘুরে আবার
বলতেছে?
এটার উপরে আসবো।
এটাই আসলে মেইন কথা। ঠিক আছে? ঘুরে আবার সেম পয়েন্ট, মনে করো এ পয়েন্ট থেকে আমরা শুরু করলাম। এটা হচ্ছে এই যে উপরের যে টপ সারফেস, সেটার উপরে একটা পয়েন্ট, এটা হচ্ছে এ। And on the side, on the right hand side surface, let us say you have a point P, and if you continue on the bottom, okay, on the bottom surface you have a point C, and on the left surface you have a point D. So what you can do, you can go from A to B, and from B you can go to C, and from C you can go to point D, and from D you can easily come back to point A, right or wrong? So our closed surface had to be like this, right? From where we start, we should be able to come back to this point. Okay. So for such surface, we are going to, continue our calculations. Those who missed the last class, they might face a little bit of problem in understanding these topics. Okay. I want to know, Morshed, why did you miss so many classes of physics? I heard that you are attending other classes, but not physics. Why is that? Morshed? 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 Acha, okay. So the closed surface integral is called closed integral, and we saw that this is how we represent it. But what is the reason that we have to use a separate integration sign for closed integral? The reason behind is that, let us say we are trying to find out the summation of something, means the total of some, let us use it for flux only. Okay, we were talking about flux, right? So if I want to find out the flux of this whole surface, then what can I do? I can take, I can do the integration of d phi, sorry, theta লিখে ফেলি বারবার, phi. So it will be equal to summation of E ds. Now if I put an upper limit and lower limit, then what I can do, see, from starting from A, I will go to B, right? So let us put the first limit as from A to B, then plus from B to C, EDS, then from C to D, EDS, and from finally from D to A, I will find EDS. Now the way that I have shown, you can see that I have started from point A. I have started from point A and I ended up in point A. So together, if I go on showing, if I go to show the whole calculation with one integral, can I write it like this, from A to A, E ds? I started from A, I ended in A. Okay, so can I write like this? What is your opinion?
Yes.
Now there is a problem, a little bit of problem if I write it in this way. Can you tell me what is the problem?
এমনও তো হতে পারে যে পুরোটা ঘুরে আসেন না।
Exactly, it doesn't tell you the whole story, right? It only shows that you started from A, you ended at A. So there is a two possibility. Number one possibility is that from A you started, you traveled the whole surface and then came back to A. And there is another possibility that you started from A and you didn't move or you didn't go anywhere, you stayed at A only, right? So it creates a little bit of confusion if you write it in this way. That is why the scientists have come up with this separate form of integration, which is called closed integral. Okay, so I can write it in this way. See, I started from this point, I will start from a particular point and then I will come back to that point only. So this shows it is integration of for a closed surface, which is known as closed integral. Okay, so we can express it in this way. Here I was writing EDS, right? So I will E, yes. So now is it clear that why we are using a separate operator, separate type of operator for integration for a closed surface? Is it clear?
জি স্যার।
Okay, so now let us continue further. Let us go to a new page. Okay, now we want to find out for a uniform electric field, electric flux for a uniform electric field, electric flux for a uniform electric field. Actually, okay, it will be clear when I discuss this. So let us say there is uniform electric field. Uniform electric field means uniform intensity, right? Okay, uniform intensity everywhere. Now if I place a box here, okay, if I place a box here and I try to find out the area, the flux, if I try to find out the flux here, okay, so this is the box. Okay, now there are how many surfaces? How many surfaces are there in the box? 6 surfaces, we know, right? Okay, right, left, front, back, top, bottom, 6 surfaces are there. Sadia, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so total 6 surfaces are there. So for 6 surface, we want to find out the electric flux and we will add them up. That will give us the total flux, right? So it should be like this. Let us say the total flux is phi is equal to, it will be closed integral of E ds. Here ds represents the area, right? Okay, so now let us say all the area has same magnitude, okay, equal amount of area. That means it is a cube. Okay, we have considered this one as a cube. So if this is a cube, then what will happen? We can consider that all the surface have the same area. So that area, let us consider that area to be A, with equal area on all the surfaces, that is A. Now if I want to find out the flux for this right surface, you can see this right surface, right? What is the direction of that area? if I want to show the direction of the area on this surface, how I can show? See, with blue, with green, I will show the direction of area, and with blue, I have shown the direction of the intensity. So what can I write for this surface? EA cos, how many degrees should I write? What is the angle between area and intensity here?
0 degree.
0 degree. Very good. So I will write cos 0 degree. Plus, now let us say I'm taking, or I'm trying to find out the intensity for this surface. Which surface is this?
Upper surface.
Yes, the top surface. Okay, the top surface. Okay. So let us try to find out what the top surface. Now, what will be the direction of area? This is the surface, so perpendicularly outward. This should be the area of the surface, the direction of the area of the surface, right? But what is the direction of the intensity? From here, this gives us the direction of the intensity, right? So this is E. Now, can you tell me what is the angle between them?
90 degrees.
This is 90 degree. So EA cos 90 degree. I can write EA cos 90 degree plus, okay. So we will, like this, we will be adding up actually for all the surfaces, right? So let us consider the bottom surface now. Okay. Okay, let us go, anti-clockwise direction. At first we took the right surface, then the top surface, then the left surface. So from this surface, what will happen? The area will be going in this direction. The direction of area is like this, and the direction of intensity, it is very clear. It is oh sorry, I was supposed to mark this with blue, right? Okay. So this is the direction of intensity. Now, can anybody tell me what is the angle between them?
180 degree.
180 degrees. So I will write EA cos 180 degree. Okay. You can give degree above here. It's not a problem. Okay. It's not that much of a issue. Okay. Now, which surface we will consider? Which surface? If I rotate anti-clockwise, then which surface I should now consider? Right, top,
Bottom surface.
the bottom surface. Okay, so from the bottom surface, if you imagine, okay, from the bottom surface, the area is coming out. This is the bottom surface, right? The bottom surface, the area direction is downwards, but the intensity, as you can see, the intensity is always in this direction. So what is the angle between them now?
90.
270
90
degree.
90 degree. Very good. So plus I will write EA cos 90 degree. Okay, so we have completed all the 4 surfaces. Now what is left? We know that there are 6 surfaces, right? So 2 surfaces are left. Can you tell me which are they?
Front and back.
Front and back, right? So let us draw the front and back surface separately here, so that I can show you in a better way. This is the front surface, and let us say this is the back surface. So from the front surface, what is the direction of area? Perpendicularly outward, right? Perpendicularly outward. Sorry, this is A. You have to be a little bit imaginative, because we are drawing a 3D figure on a 2D surface A. And what is the direction of intensity? It is always towards right, right? So E and A. Can you tell me what is the angle between them now?
more
in
than
90
1.
degree.
মোর দেন 90, একটু একটু 3D ভাবে
No,
চিন্তা করো, একটা
1
বক্স
also.
No, sir, 90 degree.
90 ডিগ্রি। ভেরি গুড, কে আনসার দিছে এটা?
Shihan.
ভেরি গুড।
Sir, এটা তো লাগতেছে 1.
আমি লিভ করতে আমি
এটা আসলে একটু 3D ভাবে চিন্তা করো, একটা বক্সকে তুমি যদি সামনে থেকে দেখো, এই বক্সের ফ্রন্ট সারফেস যেটা, সেই সারফেস থেকে ডিরেক্টলি তোমার দিকে আসতেছে, ঠিক আছে? এটা হচ্ছে এরিয়ার ডিরেকশন। আর লেফটের থেকে রাইটের দিকে হচ্ছে কি বলতো? তোমার ইন্টেন্সিটি। তাইলে অ্যাঙ্গেলটা কত ডিগ্রি হইলো?
Okay. Oh, 90 degree.
বুঝতে পারছো? এবং ব্যাক সারফেসের জন্য আসলে কি হবে সেটা আমি দেখাচ্ছি। এটা এটা আরেকবার লিখে ফেলি। আর এটা কি লিখবো? এটা হবে
90
তাহলে,
হবে না?
হ্যাঁ, ই এ।
Back side.
বুঝি না কি বলতেছো সাদিয়া, তোমার ওখানে কথা ক্লিয়ার আসতেছে না, আশেপাশে আওয়াজ একটু মনে হচ্ছে। আচ্ছা, ব্যাক সারফেসের জন্য কি হবে? এই যে ব্যাক সারফেস থেকে ওই যে পিছনের দিকে, এটা হবে আমাদের কি এরিয়ার ডিরেকশন। আর আমাদের,
তো এটাও 90 হবে।
হ্যাঁ, এটাও আমাদের 90 ডিগ্রি হবে, ঠিক আছে? তো এখানেও অ্যাঙ্গেলটা ওই 90 ডিগ্রি। একটু 3D ভাবে ইমাজিন করতে হবে আর কি, যে ফ্রন্ট সারফেস থেকে সোজা সোজা দিকে আসতেছে। সো ওইটার ক্ষেত্রে আমাদের কি হবে? ই এ cos 90 degree. Okay, so now we have taken all the 6 surfaces, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so now we will add them up. Now we do not know the value of ea, so we have to depend on the value of cos, right? What is the value of cos 0? It is 1, right?
1.
So 1 into ea, it should give us ea. It should give us ea plus cos 90. It is a value of 0. So wherever there is cos 90, cos 90, cos 90, everything will become 0. Now what is the value of cos 180? It is -1, right? If you put it in the calculator, then you will get it as -1. So here, what should be the answer? Zero, right?
G.
Is it understandable? Okay, so
Yes,
we have
sir.
proved that if we put our box, okay, in an uniform electric field, that means the charge, it is outside the box, then what will happen? There will be no electric flux in the box. Okay, no electric flux if the charge is outside. We will study actually 2 cases. The second case that we are going to study now, we will place this charge inside the box. We will place the charge. What we will do? We will place it inside the box, just like, you know, if you remember, in case of a circular sphere, we carried out such calculation, right? There was charge in the sphere, and radially outward, what happened? From the center, radially outward, the electric line of forces were coming out. These are dotted line because inside the sphere there was no electric line of force. Electric line of force. মনে আছে এগুলা আমরা ডিসকাস করছিলাম। Okay, so similar thing we will see now, but for a box. Okay, so for a box, if we place the charge inside a box, what will happen? Actually, the charge will be spread all over the surface, right? It will be spreaded on all over the surface. Okay, so from in this case, now what will happen? From all the surface, as the charge is inside, from the charge, the electric intensity lines will be coming out in this way, right? These all are electric intensity line from the center. As it was coming out from the sphere, it is the same electric intensity lines will come out in this way. So now let us check what is the direction of the area for each surface. See, it is the area, right? It is the direction of the area, sorry. for all the surface, right? From the front surface also, it will be the same. So for each surface, we can see that the direction of area and the direction of electric intensity is same for all the surface. So in such case, if I want to find out the phi now, if I want to find out phi, the electric flux, then what I have to do? EA cos 0 degree, right? Because the angle between them is 0 degree, all of them, in each case, they are in the same direction. So as they are the angle is 0 degree, it will be EA cos 0 degree. How many EA cos 0 degree will be there? How many?
6.
6, because there are 6 surfaces. So into 6. Can I write it in this way? Actually, if you want, you can write it EA cos 0 degree plus EA cos 0 degree plus EA cos 0 degree, likewise, 6 times. Okay. So you can just do it by multiplication also. The thing is, the thing that I'm trying to explain is 2 plus 2 plus 2 can be written as actually 2 into 3, because 3 2s are there, right? So 6 EA cos 0 degree, they are going to be added. So I can write it, to make it short, actually, I have written it in this way. So here, what will be the calculation? Cos 0 degree, it has a value of 1, right? Cos 0 degree is equal to 1. So this EA cos 0 degree into 6, this will become 6 EA. Okay, so that means if the charge is inside the box, then the flux is not 0 anymore, right? When the charge is outside the box, the charge is 0, but when the charge is inside the box, the charge is not 0. Such a surface is called Gaussian surface. We are now gradually going to study the Gauss's law. Okay, so first we need to understand what is Gaussian surface. So this is Gaussian surface. ওকে, বাংলা এটাকে গাউসিয়ান তল বলে। ক্লোজ সারফেস, বাংলায় এটাকে বদ্ধ তল বলে। বাংলায় বিভিন্ন জায়গায় তোমরা দেখতে পারো, তো বাংলাটা মাঝে মাঝে একটু বলে রাখি। আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। তো এখন আমরা গাউসের লটা দেখব। তোমরা কি রেডি? গাউস সাহেব আসলে যেটা বলতে চায় সেটা হচ্ছে, এই যে আমরা একটা ক্লোজড গাউসিয়ান সারফেসের জন্য যে ফাইটা আমরা পাই, সেই ফাইটা আসলে তোমার এখানে ভিতরে তো আমরা অবশ্যই একটা চার্জ রাখবো না, প্লাস কিউ, একটা চার্জ তো আমরা অবশ্যই রাখতে হবে, তখনই তো এখান থেকে ইলেকট্রিক লাইন অফ ফোর্স আসবে না। তো সেই চার্জের এপসাইলন নট টাইমস, এটা হচ্ছে গাউসের ল। গাউস সাহেব এটা বলতে চাই, ঠিক আছে? গাউস সাহেব এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করে কি পাইলেন, যে আমরা এখানে যা যা এতক্ষণ স্টাডি করলাম, এগুলোর মধ্যে একটা রিলেশন, আমরা জানি ফাই কি, ইলেকট্রিক ফ্লাক্স, এবং আমরা জানি কিউ কি, যতটুকু চার্জ রাখার কারণে, চার্জ যদি এখানে, এটা যদি নিউট্রাল থাকে তাহলে কিন্তু আর কি হবে না, এখানে কোনো ইলেকট্রিক ফ্লাক্স তুমি পাবা না, কারণ ইলেকট্রিক ফিল্ডই নেই, নিউট্রাল বডি, তাই না? তো যদি এখানে একটা চার্জ তুমি রাখো, মানে তাহলে কি হবে, সেটার জন্য ইলেকট্রিক ফ্লাক্স ক্রিয়েট হবে। তো সেই ইলেকট্রিক ফ্লাক্সটা কি, যতটুকু চার্জ রাখছো সেটার এপসাইলন নট টাইমস। এখন এপসাইলন নটটা কি আমাদের মনে আছে? Do you remember what is epsilon naught? What is permittivity? Very good. Okay, so this is what Gauss's law says. I will take you through the statement that is written in the book, no problem. Let us just for now, let us just discuss the equation. EDS, okay, equal to epsilon naught q. Sorry, I made a mistake. I forgot something. এটা epsilon naught q না, q by epsilon naught, একটু মুছে ঠিক করে ফেলি। মাঝে মাঝে আসলে ভুলে যাই। ওকে, এটা হবে কি, q ডিভাইডেড বাই epsilon naught, তার মানে q এর 1 বাই epsilon naught টাইমস, আমি epsilon naught টাইমস বলছি না, শুধু epsilon naught টাইমস না, q বাই epsilon naught টাইমস, q বাই epsilon naught। তো q এর 1 বাই epsilon naught টাইমস, ঠিক আছে? একটু এখানে হালকা ভুলে গেছিলাম। So phi is equal to closed integral of EDS, and it is equal to q by 1 by q by epsilon naught. Okay, so from here, if you want to find out the amount of charge, then what you can do, you can just cross multiply this epsilon naught with phi. এই যে এটা এরকম শেপে, আমি এটা একটু কনফিউজড হয়ে গেছিলাম, আমি ফাই কে এখানে লিখে কিউ কে ওখানে লিখে দিচ্ছিলাম, ঠিক আছে? ওকে, যাই হোক, বইটা আসলে আমার সামনে খোলা নাই, তো এই কারণে একটু কনফিউশন হয়ে গেছে। সমস্যা নাই, এখনই বইটা খুলে আমরা স্টেটমেন্টটাও দেখবো। তো এটা ইকুয়াল টু আবার লেখা যায় এপসাইলন নট ইনটু ক্লোজড ইন্টিগ্রাল অফ ইটিএস। ওকে, তো এটা হচ্ছে গাউসের ল। ওকে, যে কোনো একটাকে আমরা ইকুয়েশন হিসেবে আমাদের নিউমেরিক্যাল প্রবলেম সলভ করার জন্য আমরা ইউজ করতে পারবো ইনশাআল্লাহ। তো এখন আসো, বইটা সবাই খুলো, আমরা একটু স্টেটমেন্টটা দেখি। স্টেটমেন্টটা দেখে আমরা আজকে আমাদের ক্লাসটা শেষ করবো ইনশাআল্লাহ। It is in page number 105. Have you come to page number 105? কেউ আসছো? বই খুলছো 105 পেজ? তাইলে একটু গাউসিয়ান সারফেসের ডেফিনিশনটাও বলবো। দেখো, এখানে গাউসিয়ান সারফেসের যে ডেফিনিশনটা দেয়া আছে, the imaginary closed surface around the charge. See, this is what we have done here. Okay, this is the this is the case. এই যে দেখো, এখানে আমরা এটা কি করছি, বেসিক্যালি একটা চার্জের চারপাশে একটা ক্লোজড সারফেস আমরা এখানে চিন্তা করছি, তাই না? সো এই ধরনের স্যার একটা চার্জের চারপাশে একটা ক্লোজ সারফেস যদি আমরা চিন্তা করি, তাহলে এটা আসলে হবে কি আমাদের একটা গাউসিয়ান সারফেস, এটাকে আমরা বলতে পারবো ইনশাআল্লাহ। Now let us go to the statement of the Gauss's law. Eminent mathematician Karl F. Gauss gave this law. The law states that the total charge enclosed by the closed surface, see the total charge is this one, Q, right? The total charge enclosed by a closed surface in the bracket they have written a Gaussian surface, right? So whenever there is a box that you have imagined around a charge, that box can be known as Gaussian surface. Okay, so it will be epsilon naught times the electric flux linked with the closed surface. So see, it is epsilon naught times of the electric flux that is linked with the surface. Is the statement clear now? Easy to understand? ওকে, আমি এখানে একটু এক্সচেঞ্জ করে ফেলছিলাম, আমি মনে ছিল না যে ফাই এটা মনে করছিলাম কিউ এর এপসাইলন নট টাইমস, কিন্তু উল্টাটা, কিউ হচ্ছে এপসাইলন নট এর ফাই, হ্যাঁ, ফাই এর এপসাইলন নট টাইমস। লামিয়া, বুঝতে পারছো? স্টেটমেন্টটার সাথে মিলছে আমাদের, আমরা এখানে যেটা ডেভেলপ করছি সেটা কি মিলছে স্টেটমেন্টের সাথে?
স্যার ওটা নিট করছে।
হ্যাঁ, বুঝি নাই। সাদিয়া কিছু বলতেছো?
স্যার লামিয়া লিভ দিয়েছে।
ও আচ্ছা, বোধহয় ওর কোনো কাজ আছে। আচ্ছা, অসুবিধা নেই। তো তাইলে এখন বলো, এখানে কোনো সমস্যা আছে? স্টেটমেন্টটা বুঝতে পারছো নাকি একটু কনফার্ম করো, তাইলে আজকে আমরা ক্লাসটা এখানে শেষ করবো আর কি। পরের ক্লাসে দেখবো গাউসেস ল ফ্রম কুলম্বস ল। ওকে, আচ্ছা। Let us take the attendance now.